Dust those hands off. Good morning! Hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July weekend. We did. We got to see some fireworks. And recently Josiah's also lost some teeth, haven't you? Let's see that smile there. Ah! What did you do for the 4th? We got to see some fireworks, and that was pretty exciting. Even though I'm not a huge firework person, the kids really enjoyed seeing them and getting to play with them. But we had a good time together. So this morning, we're heading down to the chickens who are down close by the pond when we need to move them. They've been in that area for some time now. We want to move them up here right near our permaculture orchard. And we have some area that I want for them to clean out. But we do have a challenge. Last night, Selah and I forgot to lock up the chickens. So we could wait another day and do it, but I really want to get it done. So we're gonna have to catch them, put them in the chicken tractor, and then move them. So here they are, right down here, close to the pond. And we need to get all these birds here inside this chicken tractor. So, you ready, guys? Think we can do it?
Yeah.
You ready, Micah?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You ready, Selah? Not sure.
Really.
I'm not sure if I am ready either. I'm ready. Let's go, guys. There we go. We need a doorkeeper right here. Who's going to be the doorkeeper? Oh, you need to be grabbing. Mike, you can be doorkeeper. Put it in. Alright, when somebody comes, you hold it. When somebody comes, open it up for them, okay? Good job, Josiah.
Like a black guy.
There we go. Doing a good job, Micah. Got one. Yeah. Here we go. Got it. Here, Micah. We're on a roll. Ah, missed that one. Doing a good job, gatekeeper. Over time with raising chickens, one of the things that I've learned is you don't want to try running after or chasing them. So we're trying not to do that, just trying to sidestep and move up on them and then grab them suddenly if we can.
I need a little help here.
All right, we have one more left. Oh, Selah's got her. Good job, Selah.
I got her when she was just
Way to go. All right, we'll put her in. Let's get this thing moving. Oh, you put on your grouchy. All right, guys. Turn around. You guys help me push. All right. So if you guys just get from behind here and push. Ready? Push. Yep, push. There we go. Come on, push. You guys push?
Yeah, are you pulling?
I am. All right, push again. That was a good push.
A wet dial.
All right. I think we need some backup. Just gonna try to do it without Lacie, but we need her. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, we are moving the jigsaw, and I thought the kids and I could do it without you, but we really need your help. It's going up the hill. It's pretty challenging. It's giving us all the workout.
I don't doubt it.
So if you just give us a push.
I'll come give you a push.
Ready? Push. Burn. Rest. Man, my legs are burning. What about you all back here? Give you a little workout?
Just a little bit.
A little morning exercise?
That's right.
Wake you up.
That's right.
Before
The blood flowing. Yeah.
No breakfast for me.
No breakfast for you. You can have breakfast
I can't.
when we're done. We gotta earn this breakfast. We gotta work for it. Alright. Ready again?
I just did it a little bit, Daddy.
You did.
Don't let them in the
Whoa. Alright, so we have her in place. And we got a good workout in at the same time. And you know what? I didn't notice as I was pushing it, but this wheel right here is flat. So it was giving us an extra workout for sure. So next thing we need to do is put our netting up, our fence up, and then let them out. Ideally, it would be best if we had pasture to put these birds on, but currently we don't. And for an update for those of you who have been wondering, the seller of the land that we're trying to purchase that has pasture on it was recently in an accident, real bad accident, and he put negotiations on hold while he's in recovery. So still waiting to make any type of progress on that. In the meantime, we're gonna put these chickens here, this area, to continue to help me clean up in here and get some of that poison ivy down and some of the other things down here. And I'm thinking about, on an ongoing basis, I was recently inspired by Justin Rhodes once again, who has some of his chickens set up in like a compost creating area where he's just adding mulch and different things to the bed that he has his chickens on, and they're just constantly making compost from that. And with that compost, he just puts it right in the garden. So thinking about, since this one's such a beast to move around, of having it stationed at that area up there where we have some mulch currently, and just making an area just like that, just like Justin. And I'm actually seeing some other chicken tractors that he's moving around his place, and thinking about making some of those jigsaws as well. And it actually has a hitch where you can attach it to the lawn tractor, and that would be perfect. But let's get this fence set up so they can get out and eat some breakfast too. All right, fence is all set up. Let's let them out. Come on out. Alrighty, so next we're gonna connect our chicken netting here to our Energizer using one of these cords here. It's coated on the outside and then has the wire on the inside. Alright, so we'll just attach right here to our clip on our netting. Just like that. I can even wrap it around at times. Alright, so next we'll attach the other part of the wire to our Energizer here. It's a little dirty, but works, it does the job. Just take it off the positive end right here. Just wrap it. We currently have it connected to our other fence with our other flock. And we're just going to connect this fence as well. Bang. All clear? Next we plug it up. We keep it in here to keep it protected from the rain. You don't want them getting wet. Not too long ago there was ducks, a flock of ducks with this flock of chickens, and we recently separated them to their own area. And I have plans to eventually just have like a permanent duck area down by the pond that we could release them to go to the pond at times and then have them come back into that area. But we're still working on that. But we need to go check on them and gather the eggs from that flock of ducks down there as well.
2, 3.
So a few of the ducks are laying here in their nesting box that we have here for them, and some of them are just laying a little bit everywhere. I still need to set up a permanent housing option for them. Don't have that quite yet, but they're pretty safe here. They're here in their electrified fence, as well as they're surrounded by the dogs to keep predators away, and they have been doing just fine with that. All right, so we're gonna let them out on the pond.
I help you.
Thanks, pal. All right, herd them down, Selah. There they go. To the pond they go. Think they're gonna take a swim?
Yeah.
Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like they want to eat their greens before they take their morning swim. And this is our second day training this new flock here of going to the pond. And it can be quite interesting trying to get a duck to go to the pond for the first time. They're a little timid about it. So believe it or not, they don't just hop right in. They gradually work their way up to getting into the pond and having fun. So they're not quite ready to jump in right now, but they'll eventually get in. Oh, somebody's in there.
Hello.
Hello.
Wanna come back out?
Somebody went for a swim. You having a swim? They're like, why aren't the other people coming in? Where they at? Oh, now they're going in.
I have to go to their favorite spot to get in.
Now they're taking their morning swim. There they go. There's some other action going on there too. That's what happened. It is always super neat to see an animal express its characteristics that it has, and a duck expressing its duckness in the water. All right, so it's breakfast time, but before we head up for breakfast, we're gonna close the fence, because one of the things that I have learned with trying to train them to come back to the area that you want them to go to is you need to close off their feed so they don't have access to it during the day, and then when you're ready for them to come up later in the day, then you open it up to them and they can eat their feed. So it's like training them with the food to come back and do the things you want them to do. Alrighty, hands all washed up from just moving the chickens. Everyone else is having breakfast, but I'm doing intermittent fasting. Been doing that for a number of months now and have had a lot of benefits from it, and I will eat just a little bit later. But what I'm going to do is go outside and harvest we got some squash and some cucumbers and also some eggplant, I believe. So I'm going to go outside and harvest that, and then when I eat, maybe eat some of that later. My cucumber's huge. Uh-oh. Fell down. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Look at there. This one's pretty big, but most of the varieties that we are growing are ones when they get larger, they don't get bitter. So look forward to just trying it, see how it tastes. All right, our okra is growing, and some of these are growing way too big. I'm gonna clip them off here anyways. don't want your okra to get too big. It starts getting hard and impossible to cook. But right here, this is like a perfect size right here. Still nice and tender. This right here is tougher. So this is about closer to what you want. This is not. All right, so we're gonna start with, we have our okra here as well as some squash and then some cucumbers growing alongside the fence. We're gonna start with here with this okra. I do see some that are quite bigger than I would like for them to be. So discouraging on my part that I haven't gotten to them sooner. It looks like most of them are just too big and too hard, and that's regretful because it's my fault. Should have been on it. We're also noticing some June bugs here on this plants. They were just here just a minute ago. Maybe they moved on to another one, but you can see the damage that they're doing to the plant right here. So and that too is a bummer. But right down here we have some more okra. Here we have mostly the red and this kind here, which variety I can't remember the name of, but it's from Baker Creek, as well as I think this one's a crimson. But down here we have some just your regular green okra. And here's a good piece right here. Just like that. Still has some tenderness to it, not completely hard. And another good one right here. There we go. All right, we've harvested what we're gonna harvest with okra, and Selah's been helping me out. Next we're gonna go through our cucumbers here that we have growing alongside the fence. And what kind of cucumber do you have there?
This is an Armenian cucumber.
Yep, that one's from Baker Creek, and we're growing a number of different varieties of all kind of stuff from Baker Creek this year, just experimenting and see which things we like best. How do you like that Armenian cucumber, Selah?
I haven't tried these this year, but I think we had them last year and they were really good and tender.
Sweet.
Especially as little ones.
Alrighty, starting to warm up pretty good now. But we have our cucumbers we're gonna harvest today, harvested. Or okra, mediocre okra. But I also saw that we have some raspberries on our raspberry plants that are ready to be picked. So we'll come back to that here in just a minute. But we're gonna knock our squash out next and then come over there to that. And as I'm here, I'm seeing I just have too many weeds growing up around our beehive, around our raspberries. So after we get through harvesting here, I really need to get to town with weed eating. We'll probably have something to eat first, and then we'll go from there. I'm usually eating my first meal about 11:30ish is the goal. So that'll be my lunch, brunch, whatever you want to call it. Be careful. Got a couple raspberries a week or two ago, but here's some more coming up. Ah, there, look at there. That is fantastic. This is so cool. Just one more item to help with food freedom. That's so cool. We're just getting the tiny harvest now. I think there's some more raspberries over there by the beehive that we were looking at earlier. All right. Definitely need to get in here and weed. This is crazy. Need to have some more airflow around our beehive too. But here's some of the raspberries right here. These are a little smaller than the other ones, but probably because it's been drowning out by the other plants and just smothered. So definitely tackle that. But let's go ahead and get this produce out of the heat, and let's get something to eat. Man, we already have a ton of squash already in here on top of what we just harvested. A lot of our squash goes to our CSA customers. So I've been thinking about fermenting squash. We haven't done that yet, so I think I'm gonna talk to Lacie about doing that for the first time. So what I'm gonna do is, first I'm gonna get a squash to go with my brunch lunch, as well as cucumber probably do some other things like eggs too, but I'm gonna put the rest of these in our refrigerator here. We'll toss our cucumbers in here too. So we have some arugula. We'll have some arugula as well. Oh, and the okra. I don't know what to do with the oversized okra. We'll separate the smaller pieces. But if any of you guys have any suggestions on maybe how you successfully use the tougher okra, let me know. But I don't. Alrighty, it's time to eat. And right here I have eggs from the farm, tomatoes from the farm, arugula from the farm, squash from the farm that Selah cut up, as well as some cucumbers that we just harvested that Selah cut up as well, and some raspberry on top of Greek yogurt that is not from the farm, but hopefully we can do some yogurt at some point. But I do have goat's milk right here from the homestead as well. And you have a little cute arrangement here. Like that.
It's a little lady.
But it's so good. It feels so good to have the freedom to be able to grow, work, and produce things for yourself. It's one of those freedoms that I feel are essential to have. As well as at this time of year, thinking about all the different freedoms that we're able to enjoy and have been able to enjoy in this country, and how some of those are being threatened right now. Makes me even more mindful of that. And let me know in the comment section below, what freedoms are you thankful for that we have been able to enjoy in this country? And I encourage us all to continue to pray that we keep those. Well, I'm gonna eat, and then I gotta get back out there to work because you saw the weeds that I have to work on. We'll see you next time.
Bye.